I'm a lot better at it than when I started. So I think I'm gonna do like 10 million this year, man.
Just from Roth Rescue.
I think so.
Today, I'm joined by Jonathan. And Jonathan, you are our agent of the month for April of 2025. And so I just want to give you a huge congratulations.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You have been nominated because you're really such a great contributor. And I'll give some context for people in why you've been nominated. You've already closed your first deal on Roth Rescue. I think it's about 2 months in. You've closed a $250,000 annuity. You've also got so much in the pipeline that's in progress. $1 million plus annuity that's closing, 2 more in closing. You've got 3 in solution, 10 more in planning, and I think 16 in Q call. So that pipeline is looking pretty juicy, as we would say. So Jonathan, let's just dive right in if we could. And some people may not know, right? For those that don't know, can you tell us, how did you find out about Juicebox?
Yeah, it's a good story, man. My wife, Megan, started working with you guys in May of 2022. So 3 years ago. It was a cool process. But that's how we got in touch.
So taking us back about a year, because at the time of this recording, we did an interview, I think a little more than a year ago, the three of us, Megan, you, and myself. But at that point, Jonathan, you were on the outside, right? You were just kind of helping Megan. She was really the primary person. She was doing marketing and, closing a bunch of business because of us. She really, I think, went to Juicebox, I'm paraphrasing, because she wanted to transition into the virtual world and she found us. And you were kind of sitting back on the outside and you were, helping and seeing what she was doing. And it was influencing your own business and you were closing more, I think, because of that. So at that time of the interview, you said Juicebox is good soil.
But this is good soil, is what I'm saying. So if you're questioning that, well, you have my word that it's good soil.
Now that you have your own marketing campaign with us, now you're on the inside. Do you still feel that way?
First off, I'll say, as an independent business person, you always want to invest in good soil. But sometimes you're going to invest in stuff that doesn't work out. It's your decision to say, well, what did I get from that, instead of focusing on what didn't go right. So that kind of leads me to, first of all, the people here have always been extremely professional, but also a lot of fun. But I would just say the people are great. They're extremely professional, meaning as long as you show up, you're going to get a lot of value from you guys. And that's why it's good soil. Like when you have someone that's supporting you with really good quality support, quality marketing, to summarize, you're just great people. You're very professional. You don't forget to have fun.
Your experience being on the outside. So Megan's been with us for 3 years in just a matter of a week or two. The vast majority of that time, 2 years and 10 months, you were on the outside. Now that you're actually a client and you're on the inside and you've got your own campaign, what's different for you, if anything?
I'm definitely more involved. It's me and Megan's business. We both support each other. Now there's even more investment into the campaign process. So I'm more committed and helping people.
There's so much talk, Jonathan, about leads in this industry, and you brought up marketing already, the quality marketing. And so what do you say to other agents out there that are maybe just focused on leads, getting better leads, for example? What do you have to say to that person?
Yeah, I've worked thousands and thousands of leads. I think people forget what the definition of a lead is, and that's why they talk about this lead and that lead. But the definition of a lead is somebody at some point in time asked for information about a product you offer. So it could be yesterday, could be 6 weeks ago, could be 2 years ago, but it's still a lead. I'm not saying that all leads are equal. Like, you do need to have solid marketing. You have very solid people to speak to, but you don't show up and treat every lead with discipline, and you call them. Doesn't matter how great the leads are. You need good quality leads, but you've got to show up and work and be committed to whatever your process is.
Jonathan, just to counterbalance that as well, and then we'll get into the sales process, which I think is really important for you as well. I just remember you speaking so highly about the sales coaching and using the forecaster and the presentation tools, et cetera, which we'll get into in just a second. You did say the marketing. Let's talk specifically Roth Rescue. You did say that the marketing is great. Can you expand on that as well?
Yeah, it's just I'm not involved, right? And I don't want to be. Like, I just want to partner with someone who knows what they're doing so that I can spend time doing what benefits my business and my kids and my family the most, and my clients.
Can you expand on the tools that you find helpful to take that person from the internet and into a client?
Working virtually is, you have to have tools to use if you want to close more deals virtually. You'll eventually close a deal virtually, but if you don't have a system in place to do it, then it's a lot harder. You're not going to close as many.
From your impression, what is the difference between virtual and face-to-face?
Like, the core of it is the same, but the mechanics is different. So you need to have resources to be able to more trust, because you're doing that in person. You're trying to increase credibility, reduce pressure. Having things that you can pull from, just the forecaster itself, is huge. That right there is a huge credibility increase and reduces a lot of pressure with somebody, because you're showing them, hey, I listened to you, and put it in an organized profile for you. And so in person, that's good too, but virtually even more so.
For
So
folks that may not know, Jonathan, would you mind giving them 10-second synopsis on what the forecaster is and how you use it to build that credibility?
it's basically a financial planning spreadsheet, for a lack of a better word, very advanced with different formulas. So you do have to use it to your advantage. The profile tab helps organize people's current situation, their assets. There's a lot more detail that comes with it if you get with advanced cases that you can bring up. But first and foremost, it's a profile that helps show them, here's where you are, where you're headed, are there any gaps?
How do you find that helps you build credibility? If you could quickly touch on that.
It says, hey, I've taken time to either work with someone that is professional, has built something like this, invested money in this. It's not just for free. Any type of system that you use. So one, it says you're invested in the process without directly saying it. Two, it takes a lot of work off your plate as far as detail goes. Instead of you having to write everything on a sheet of paper, or instead of you having to do calculations on your own, which you should do, the software can do it for you.
Can you speak then, Jonathan? Because with Roth Rescue, that small group coaching, just the folks that are actually on the campaign, and there's high level producers, $800 million producer, $370 million producer, $60 million a year producer, et cetera, et cetera. Can
Mhm.
you speak to how that case design process is helpful in you closing business, if at all?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I don't know of anyone else in the marketplace using something like this. It sets you completely apart. It's unique, as opposed to just, hey, let me Google a software that I can pay for, that pretty much anybody can just go purchase. So this is more involved than that. It is specifically for those types of products, and the best ones that are on the market, not just all of them.
And Jonathan, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, but you
Yeah.
actually also get feedback from Jim Fisher and Mike, the $800 million
Yeah.
annuity producer, about what product to use in specific situations. Like, is that helpful for you as well?
Extremely, yeah. So if you're going to be a good agent or advisor, whichever one you are, and you're going to learn from experience, but what better way to learn is learn from other people. So as much as you can pick up from others, you should be doing that. There has to be some sort of process to it, but you can advance yourself quickly by having support, like people that have done a lot of business, and feed off of what their experience has been and what their knowledge is. Like, a lot of people say, I'm just going to get all the knowledge and all this stuff and skip all the work part. You could do that, but eventually it's not going to stick to you because you weren't actually doing it.
Jonathan, do you also use the Roth Rescue presentation as well? Like for our campaigns, we design presentations around specific campaigns. Is that something that you found to be effective in helping you close that business?
Very, very much so. It keeps things simple for you because you don't have to overthink what you're doing. The presentation does that for you very well. It simplifies solving the problem.
Jonathan, final question. You've been with us 3 years. Yes, most of that time was on the outside. Your wife, I think your mother-in-law has joined, 6 months ago, roughly, and she's
Mhm.
been a wonderful contributor as well. Jonathan, for somebody sitting on the outside, they've been watching YouTube videos, they've been watching these Agent of the Month interviews. What do you say to that person about your experience in Juicebox?
I've been doing this for 10 years. This has been one of the best relationships that I've had. You want to work with people that do what they say they're going to do. You guys always do that. Rest assured, that's been my experience in 3 years. I don't think that's going to change. And, wherever you're at, whether you're new or you've been in the business for a while, there comes a point in your business where you need someone else to go to the next level. And so that's why you're probably watching a video. Just take the next step. So I would just encourage you, if you're looking to invest more in yourself and your business, this is, in my opinion, the best place to do it.
Jonathan, thank you so much. Congratulations, our Agent of the Month. I see many more in your future. It's been just so great seeing your success thus far. And I know that there is so much more in that pipeline. So, Jonathan, thank you.
Thanks, Jared. Appreciate it.
If you want to install the exact same system into your business, click the link in our description, book a call from there. Our team will walk you through the whole thing, and we'll see if it's a fit for you. Look forward to seeing you on the inside.